Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another episode of Build-A-Figure. This is just a series where we check out custom head sculpts, outfit sets, kit bashes, you name it. But most importantly, we build figures. Today, we're going to be fixing this mess. For some unknown reason, Hot Toys decided to give both their 1.0 and 2.0 versions of Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man from TASM 2 and No Way Home dark grey lenses. This is completely inaccurate to both of his appearances. Like I said, for some unknown reason, they did this. Luckily, Vincent Toy and Toy Stay have come to our rescue. I have popped Vincent's Insta link in the description below. I'm not sure if at the time of filming this video he's going to make any more of these, but fingers crossed he does. In this rather unassuming little package, I love this pull tab by the way, we've got this bespoke translucent window plastic frame holding the lenses inside. There's a push tab on the button. I am afraid to release these on camera, so I'll do it off camera and we'll see what the lenses look like up close and personal. Et voila. I also adjusted the lighting because they are quite bright and reflective, so my studio lights do bounce off the surface. Speaking of bouncing, the clear film they sit on is buoyant, I guess is the best word that I can use to describe it. So when you push the button, do be careful, the lenses move around a little. Vincent has done an amazing job with these lenses. For as small as they are, there's that honeycomb pattern underneath the translucent layer, and I've already said it, but just one more time, they're extremely glossy. You may at this point be wondering how on earth you're supposed to remove these stock lenses. Vincent has a great explainer video up on his Insta and it shows you how to get this done, but I'll go through it quite quickly. This is by no means a comprehensive tutorial. So there's a little gap right up the top there, and while these lenses are super glued in, the glue is fragile. So if the gap is big enough, you can wedge your fingernail underneath the lenses, and you can literally just pry them off. When you do that, the lenses are permanently damaged, so you probably won't be able to go back to the dark grey lenses. Dude, this makes a massive difference. I never even considered displaying him with the masked head sculpt on. And that's because of the dark lenses. They just weren't right. He didn't look right with the mask on. But now that I'm getting a sneak preview of what the white lenses are going to do for this head sculpt, yeah, I reckon I may now have to display him wearing this. I have used a teeny tiny amount of white tack underneath this lens to keep it in place, but if you wanted to attach it more securely and permanently, then super glue would probably be your best bet. Just don't go too crazy because super glue does damage painted surfaces, and it makes stuff look frosty if you're using the cheap and nasty variety of super glue. All I can say is, holy shit, what a transformation. Vincent Toy Stay, I apologize for taking this long to finally install the lenses on this sculpt. Now that I have, it's not like I really have a choice in this because I can't go back to the stock ones anyway, but this is their permanent home. They are never coming off this head sculpt. I am curious to see what this looks like on the body now, though. So let's give that a go. Oh, hell yes. The updated proportions with the new 2.0 version of Amazing Spidey were already great, but now he's been elevated to the next level, and that's what Build-A-Figure this series is all about. Taking figures already in the collection and upgrading them with custom parts and pieces from very talented artists out there in the community. These lenses, they do that for this Spidey. Compared to a stock Amazing Spider-Man 2 head sculpt, just ignore the I'm feeling sick Spidey accessories, yeah, the grey lenses never quite looked right. I'm still scratching my head trying to figure out why Hot Toys did this. Now that I'm seeing them next to one another, I am considering picking up a second set of these lenses to use on the 1.0 figure as well. I don't often bust out the macro lens. I might start using it more often because up this close, you can see all of that really fine honeycomb detail underneath the translucent outer layer. You can also make out the little bit of white tack just right there around the front of the lens. So to avoid being able to see it because they are actual translucent lenses, you can see directly through them, I reckon I'm going to super glue these in place and just commit to them permanently long term. Because going back to these, now that they've been removed and that honeycomb pattern has been ripped away from the underside because they were super glued in place, it's just not an option, nor would I want to. The grey, I've already said it multiple times, just never looked right to me. So there you have it, wrapping up on another episode of Build-A-Figure. Today, we upgraded the Amazing Spider-Man 2's eye lenses from the terrible, inaccurate stock Hot Toys grey ones to the much more accurate white ones produced by Toy Stay and Vincent Toy. Link to the relevant instas in the description below. I can't thank y'all enough. These lenses were so worth getting, and yes, installing them means that you can't go back to the stock Hot Toys ones. But I don't really see that as a problem because when you pop these on the body, I promise you, you are not going to want to go back to those grey lenses. Not only are they way off from what we saw on screen, but they just darken up the suit and they don't scream classic Spidey to me. This suit is already so comic book accurate that by giving him the white eye lenses, you only serve to make him look even better. So what I'm trying to say is at the end of this, I'm over the moon with how this turned out. It's a little custom. Sometimes it's the smallest, the littlest details that hit the hardest. And this, I reckon, is evidence of that. If you are heading down to the description, why not hit that subscribe, bell notification icon, and join button if you like the sound of seeing your name in the end credits of my reviews. Like, comment, and subscribe. We'll catch you in the next video.